that some people are wired to experience desire, arousal in response to something. So in response to a stimulus. And some people,
they won't really be interested until maybe their partner is touching them, or until they begin touching their partner,
or they watch something, they watch porn, or even just like go out for a romantic dinner and that's the thing, whatever it is. Or they're touched in a particular way, or some music, whatever the stimulus is. Whereas other people experience more spontaneous desire. So desire that is not necessarily in response to anything.
You're doing the dishes and you feel horny.
Exactly. Yeah. So that idea, I think, has been, in my experience, has been particularly helpful for women. And I'm totally generalizing, all generalizations being false, because there are a lot of women who also experience spontaneous desire and a lot of men who experience responsive. But a lot of women in heterosexual couples come in and say, I just don't really want to have sex. And I think I have really low desire. I don't know something is wrong with me. And their male partner would be like, yeah, something is wrong with her. She doesn't ever want to have sex. And then this idea of, well, wait a minute, maybe it's more that you have a responsive model, that your desire is more responsive. And then that opens something up for couples, and then they can get creative and actually a lot of the times find that, wait, there isn't a problem with desire. It's just operating differently.
The problem is that the standard of arousal is spontaneous desire. That's what we're taught in movies. That's what we're taught in just our kind of day-to-day interactions, that we should just be turned on automatically.
It always happens and it always finishes.
Exactly. And so I think, and I think particularly for women, they think there's something wrong with them. And for men too, who experience more responsive desire, they also have a lot of shame. Well, I should just be horny all the time. I should want to have sex whenever. And then oftentimes it's the female partners that feel like, well, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you just turned on by me naturally? And so I think this model is so relieving to so many people of, okay, there's not something wrong with me. This is just how my body is wired. And then the couple can start thinking about, or even just the individual, what does turn me on? What does kind of trigger desire for me? And sometimes that might mean that arousal doesn't or desire doesn't happen until arousal happens. Many people have a framework like, in order for me to have desire, I have to be turned on. But oftentimes it can be the opposite way.
Right. You might not have desire until you're turned on.
Exactly.
And there may not be, and there's no shame in that. It's just what's happening. So what you're saying sort of gives this big relief of this shame burden that something's wrong.